Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode here on Talkdaily. Hopefully, you have a great day wherever you are in the world. And let's just dig into this story because there's a lot of shake my hand, a lot of face palms in the story. It's really unfortunate. If you're not aware of this regarding Hyundais and Kia, before I go any further, this article comes to us from Car and Driver and written by Jack Fitzgerald. As always, I have a link to this article along with everything else I'll show you in the description below. So, what's happening? This is to me is shocking. It truly is bizarre and it's shocking. This is regarding Hyundai's and Kia. If you don't know Hyundai's and Kia is a pretty much, I don't want to say the same company, but they share a lot together. The point is Hyundai's and Kia don't have an immobilizer in certain years. They don't have an immobilizer, and what's going on? A lot of people are able to get into the car, steal them, take it for a joyride, and dump them. And obviously, the victim of all this is the consumer, the poor victims, the owner of these cars, And to their credit, Hyundai and Kia are trying to do some safety countermeasures. But so, anyways, I'll just read you from the article before I give you my opinion. It says a Kia challenge on TikTok encourages people to break in and steal Hyundai Kia vehicle with key-based ignition system, and they're responding in record numbers. The challenge started in Milwaukee and is rampant there, but that city is only part of what has become a nationwide problem. Vehicle produced in the two brands accounted for 67% of all stolen vehicles in Milwaukee in 2021. So as Hyundai Kia theft grows, two victims of a TikTok trend show us what happened to their vehicles. This is from Car and Driver. Again, I really encourage you to read the article. It's very interesting. I'm just going to kind of show you this, the skimming it. So something about a TikTok challenge, and then it's encouraging thieves. I mean, it's all bad and bad. Okay, there's a lot of social media, there's good and bad, whatnot, blah blah blah. But the point is, this is just a media. It's a platform where anybody could use to spread image and it's whatever information. And in this case, a thief helping other thieves to steal Kias and Hyundais. And what's going on? So how are they doing it? They're using a USB cable. I know kind of how it's done, but I'm not even going to share what I think. I know how it gets done, and because I don't want to spread this stupidity. But the point is, thieves claim if they pull back on a covering on the bottom of the steering column, they can start a vehicle with nothing more than a USB cable. Outside of becoming a twisted viral trend, the reason these brands have become targeted is that many models lack a crucial anti-theft device known as an engine immobilizer. Engine mobilizers use a transponder, often with two-code system, where your car and a corresponding key play a quick game of telephone to verify who is really trying to turn on the engine over. Until November 1st of 2021, vehicle produced by Hyundai and the used physical key ignition system did not include immobilizer. A Kia spokesman told Car and Driver that the majority of U.S. market Kias do have an immobilizer, but universal application of the safety feature did not start until 2022 model year. And here just shows you the ignition. And this unfortunate individual who was the subject of Car and Driver story, he showed him his personal car. His name is Taylor Brown. He's a 2020 Kia Sportage. With the theft were done with it, and shows you the ignition, how they removed it. And it is, to me, so I like to focus on this paragraph right here because there's a lot of it, right? They use nothing more than USB cable. Okay, how they did it is not, I'm not really interested in. What I'm very fascinated by, in a way that is just, is that the brands have become targeted, and all right here. It says a crucial anti-theft device knows an engine mobilizer lacks a crucial anti-theft device. It's not a crucial anti-theft device. It's pretty much almost a standard. I have that in my 2003 Mitsubishi Evo. I have that. I have it's a chip in my key. If I go and try to make a new key because I just want to have extra keys, I put an ignition, I turn it, the car won't start. Because the other key, the OEM key, the original key, that has a little rubber plastic handle on it, and that inside of it is actually a chip. So you can't just make a key. You have to make a key with that chip in it. If you don't have the chip, then nothing happens. You have to transfer it into the other key if you want. So it's not just a regular locking mechanism. And that, to me, it's just amazing that it doesn't have it. Honda S2000 have it. Civic, Honda, Toyota. I'm what's going on here? How did it? And so to me, I have a lot of questions here. I don't understand this. And he goes, until November 1st of 2021, vehicle produced by Hyundai that use a physical key ignition system did not include a mobilizer. Why? And then the Kia spokesman, because I'm starting to understand that Kia and Hyundai, obviously they're technically all the same company, took on a driver that majority of US Kias do have an immobilizer. And then here's a statement that I don't understand. But universal application of the safety feature did not start until 2022. What do you mean didn't start? So the engineers made it. It's part of the vehicle, but it wasn't active. Didn't get activated. Anyway, so I really encourage you guys to go and read an article and just go with it. I'm just kind of, there's a lot of like, what the, that's unbelievable. So the article goes on saying what happened. They break the back window, they get in the car, and the alarm doesn't go off because if you break the back window, some weird things going on. I don't know. And this is a 2016 car, okay? It's not like an ancient old car. It's really unfortunate. The article goes on the story of this poor guy. You know, he found his car. It's called like basically they broke into it, they broke the glass in the rear, then jumped in the car, and I mean, it's just crazy quickly how they do it. They do it very, very quickly. So be aware of it. If you own one of those cars, be aware of it. When I broke the glass, the alarm didn't go off, and I broke the rear window glass for some reason. So it goes saying, someone break the rear window of the vehicle and started recording a video on her phone, and he's talking about it, but he said the alarm didn't go off when he broke the rear window. It's just, I don't understand. And the time they did it is fairly quick, 39 seconds in total, okay? So it was very quick. So be careful. And again, the car was totaled. It's this specific vehicle, his car was totaled. And then they give you a bunch of percentage as far as the theft. There's a lot of car theft, you know, regardless. But you can see the spike right here, according to this data from Milwaukee Police Department. Motor vehicle theft by year data, courtesy of Milwaukee Police Department. Motor vehicle theft on one side, underneath it, the percentage of Kia and Hyundai related. In 2019, there were 3,495 motor vehicle theft. 6% were Kia Hyundai related. In 2020, the number went up. 4,507 vehicle theft. 20% were Kia and Hyundai. In 2021, it went to 10,000 vehicle, 471. 10,471 vehicle, and 67% of them is Kia Hyundai related. It's just unbelievable. Year to date for 2022, 5,666 vehicles, and 59% of them are Kia and Hyundai. This is it truly is. If you're one of those vehicles, understand that according even to the Kia themselves, they don't have an immobilizer. No immobilizer. And he said the majority of the US market do have it, but the universal application of a safety feature did not start until 2022 model. So look, what I would do, there's a couple of ways where you could save your car and, you know, and make it where it won't start. Okay, there's very basic things. Like, you know, I'm a really car guy, and if I give you the advice, please understand it's related to your specific vehicle, okay? And some of them might be more of a hassle, like you have to open the hood, do something, and close it. They could start your car. I know not everyone wants to do that. You can wire a switch. The bottom line, your car will not start if there's no power going to the fuel pump. So if you can't deal with the immobilizers, you can obviously that's something that is from the manufacturer. You can't just make an immobilizer. If you're wondering, okay, well, can I get my immobilizer active? That is something specific to your Kia. Maybe you can take it to a dealership and Kia will find a solution. Maybe get you a key, it will turn on a mobilizer. That's something that's manufacturer based. It's very hard for just a regular person to do. But what you could do is, as I said, the fuel ignition switch. That's something you can wire to your car, and it's not that complicated. You can Google it. It's basically power does not go anymore to the fuel pump. So no matter how much I want to start, no fuel going to the engine. The car just sits there. And that's it. They crank a couple of times, nothing else happened. You could do something like that with a fuel immobilizer switch. You can arm it somewhere. You can hide it somewhere in the car. You could also do basic things like a battery cutoff switch too. You could also do that so no power goes to the car. There's no power. Things like that would, to me, I find them to be the quickest thing. I have stuff like that on my car where, good luck stealing my car. You know, I mean, again, if they want to steal something, they will steal it. Don't worry about that. Unfortunately, it is the way the world is. But you only trying to do just make it less convenient. And what's unfortunate is a lot of time they break into the glass. So you're already at a loss now. Losing money. They break the glass. They get in the back. So anyway, it's just a really unfortunate experience. I was a victim of car theft. Unfortunately, wake up in the morning, go to your car, and your car, someone vandalized your car. It just sucked. I had another car where someone also took it for a joyride. It's if you're a victim of that, you have my condolences. It's really unfortunate. But going back to this, the Kia, the whole thing, it just be aware of it. Tell your friend if you don't know if your friend has a Kia or Hyundai. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these cars. It's just this is a loophole that people found out. And it's not gonna be, honestly, in my opinion, in the future, a lot of new cars gonna have things like that, where it's so easy to get into them because it's not anymore the physical act that you have to break a lock, a key and a lock. It's anymore becoming more of an electrical software access point, a loophole, almost like as an IT, you're looking for threats, and this is the same thing. It is obviously there was a threat here where you could access the vehicle just using a USB cable. That's what. So I think in the future, more and more cars you can be able to unlock them just using techniques like that. Not old school. Break into the car and stick some wires and try to hot wire them together. So, anyways, I don't keep talking about this subject because I don't want to encourage anybody. But all I want to do is just, if you're aware of this situation, take measure to protect your vehicle. Now, where you park it, or just try to make it as inconvenient as possible for someone to steal it. That's the best you can do. And yeah, this is really rough, and it's just very unfortunate to see. And I'm just really honestly shocked. It's my opinion is I'm shocked how they don't have Immobilizer. Like, I mean, this car costs a lot of money to make. The component, the electrical, a lot of engineering went into it, and proofing and stuff. How did the transponder, one by the chief engineer table, whoever's responsible for making the electrical for this vehicle, and one like, meh. And the crazy part of how he explained it is that they have it. The majority of US market Kia have, and majority, it should be not majority, all of them should have it. And universal application, what does this statement even mean? If you're a lawyer, explain that to me. But universal application, the safety feature didn't start. What do you mean it didn't start? So you have it, but but it didn't start. How? So you have it, but it didn't start. To me, it's just, I feel like, of course, they gotta protect themselves. Okay, then they're gonna sit there and say it's my fault because then everyone is gonna sue them. So I also understand Kia and Hyundai position here. They this probably hit them as a blind sight. Of what's going on here. Then they're obviously they're not benefiting from this. It is a horrible publicity for them. So anyways, yeah, again, in conclusion, if you own these vehicles, be aware they are able to access your car, break into it, and start it using very common, like, USB cable. Okay, you probably have USB cable in your own vehicle, and this what happened with this poor gentleman here. They used his own USB cable to start up his car and took it for a road drive, and they just dumped it after the car suffered some visible damage. Like, had a flat tire that kind of hit the front of it, and they had some graffiti in the car. I feel bad for that guy. But that's what we have insurance for. But anyway, so just be aware of it. Just be aware of it. And as always, be safe out there. Take care. And I'll see you next time.